Alright, episode 6.
Is this episode 6?
Yes, it
Hi.
Welcome to episode 6 of Butterfly Babes.
We like this deck better, we found out.
Then
The Spirit Song Tarot deck. Do you want to pull it today?
Okay. Anyone?
Anyone?
Okay, I want this one.
Okay. Ooh, the King of Crystals. Okay, so King of Crystals, courage and commitment. Is the Tiger, and the message is a master of prosperity. Everything Tiger touches turns to gold. We like that. Tiger is a natural leader and supports others in their goals while consistently working on meeting his own or her own. Take pride in your achievements and be on the lookout for great opportunities.
I love that.
Okay, so why don't we start the pod with talking about your achievements in... Wait, you did not the trials.
I did the open.
The open.
I did good. I got second. Well, obviously I wanted to win, but I had 4 matches. My first one I won by points. The next 2 girls I subbed in like less than 2 minutes. I got 2 rear naked chokes, and then so basically like by the time I made it to the finals, the other bracket didn't even start yet. So I had to wait 2 hours to do my final match, it was fine. It was a long day, but I mean, we got a little acai, and then my coach Tim, we had another separate warm up. I warmed back up, and I went against a really good girl from B team. She's a world champion like me. She's I think she's only like 17. She's like probably been training since she was a kid, and I'm pretty sure she wrestled in high school. So I lost by 2 points in the finals, and she scored the 2 points on me with the takedown. So it was, I always lose by my wrestling, and I keep practicing my wrestling. So I'm like, okay, like at least I didn't get like, I didn't lose by my jiu-jitsu. Like, she didn't pass my guard, she didn't mount me, take my back, she didn't sub me. My jiu-jitsu is good. It's just my wrestling, I've been working a lot on it, but she's just a better wrestler than me. So I only gave up 2 points the whole tournament. I've been working on my wrestling too, and she was just really good. And I like the ADCCs because my dad is like, you're right up there with these girls. And I know who she was too, and I knew she was a good opponent. So I'm like, okay, like I'm like right up there. So hopefully the Phoenix one, that's my goal, is to win gold. And just the whole ADCC environment, like they have a fucking DJ there, like music's
That's
blasting, like just the energy. They have refs. They have 1 ref, and then they have 3 people behind the table watching every match, and it's just way better. So it was a good weekend overall.
Yay.
That night we got dinner at Resorts World at Fuhu, right next to Zook, with Tim and my parents, and it was really good.
That sounds
we ate
good.
good. It was a good weekend.
I love it. What was the weather like up there? Was it nice?
It was raining.
That's
it was like
so
kind of cold.
Annoying.
One day it was raining, and the next day we stayed for the first day of the trials, and then me and my dad did the Gordon Ryan John Donaher seminar.
Wait, you did?
Yeah, we ended up doing it. It was like
How was it?
It was cool. It was just really late, but I really enjoyed it, and I like spending time with my dad. So he was so cute. I love my dad. But it was a good weekend overall. So I'm just happy to be back home. It was kind of a long weekend, but I'm happy to be back too.
Good.
I miss my dogs.
I bet. Oh my gosh, Poppy is already like the size of Seed.
She is so big.
She will be like.
She has big feet too.
Yeah,
Mom
she
keeps
will be a
saying
big
that.
old dog.
Yeah, my boyfriend makes fun. He's like, she has long feet like you. I'm like, bro, leave me alone. Like, don't bring me into
Long
this.
feet are the best.
I know, but she's really big.
Okay, why don't you talk about how Tim is the best coach? She literally has this written down. Tim
So yeah, I'm just like really thankful for Tim. Like, he's just a really good coach, and I just feel like our energies are just like, when he's coaching me, when I compete, like I feel like I can hear him clearly, and like what he says, I just do it and it works. And he just gives me like all this confidence that like I'm the best. Like, I don't know. I've been competing under him for like a while now, so he knows, obviously he knows me and my jiu-jitsu and stuff like that. So I love when he's at my turn, because sometimes I have to travel for tournaments and I don't have a coach and I'll still win. But just having a coach there, it just means a lot to me, honestly.
Yeah.
Especially for him to like travel to Vegas and stuff like that. Like I know he's like really busy and has his own stuff going on, but it means a lot to me. I'm like,
Oh,
yeah.
That's good. And I just feel like when you have that kind of connection with your coach, and then they're there, and then you're grateful, like that, all of the vibes are just like so good. Like
and
it
he's
makes
proud
it such
of me
a good
too.
experience.
Yeah. So it was good, and we're only just gonna keep getting better and better. And like when we were having dinner after, he's like, Taya, we're gonna remember these times, like, cause I'm a purple belt now. But he's like, one day you'll be a black belt world champion, and we'll be looking back on these times, like, you know. So just like just it's like enjoying like the journey of things, like, and then it's crazy when you have like. When I'm training for these tournaments, I have like a certain date in my mind. Like this one was March 29th, and I was training for it for a while. So it's like after the tournament, it's always just like, oh, like that's how it turned out, you know? Like that's how it played out. Yeah.
That's so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have to go on a girls' night and do your hair and have some fun at least before you get ready for the next one.
I know. I do want to get my hair done.
I want to take you to Barcoa downtown.
What is that?
It's like a fancy cocktail place.
Really?
Yeah. Do you like mezcal?
What is that?
It's like
is it the tequila? That's
and like the oak barrels or something. I don't know how it's made, but it's like oaky, smoky tequila. It's so good.
That'll be nice.
I know.
A nice little treat.
It would be a nice treat.
I'm down.
I know. I'm like, what do you usually eat? You said you don't want to eat. You're like, I just want a margarita.
Yeah, I just want to get a drink. Nothing even crazy. Just like one or two, and that's good. Call it a night.
That's the issue with tequila. I'm like, it doesn't just end at 2. 3's my max.
3. Like,
4's my minimum. Shit, who knows? Just kidding. Follow up about the conspiracies around the bridge.
So last episode we talked about how the Baltimore Bridge got collapsed because a cargo ship rammed into it and then it collapsed.
Shit.
So
not funny. But
it's not. But
it was funny.
So I found out that the guy who owns this old white guy, the same guy who owns the Baltimore Bridge, he owned the Twin Towers. And I'm just like, okay. And then when the Baltimore Bridge collapsed, he got a payout of $1 trillion.
Like what even, like $1 trillion just sounds like made up. Like that's not even like a real number.
$1 trillion. Like that was the insurance on the bridge. And then obviously when the Twin Towers got collapsed from 9/11, he got paid out from that too for insurance. So, and then like, do you know like our warships are literally parked in Baltimore, like our biggest warships, and now they can't get out because there's all this like stuff in the like. So it's like, I mean, they're saying that like they'll clean it up quick and stuff like that because the U.S. doesn't play about war. But it's like, what if a war started and we can't even get our biggest warships out? Yeah. So that's like kind of sus.
It's so sus. I feel like the powers that be up there that are like not in our best interest, I feel like they try to put us like against each other when it's actually like us against them. Maybe that's just like my authority complex, but like I just like don't trust anything.
The government.
Anything that the government says.
Yeah.
Or anyone for that matter. But like no. Like $1 trillion, like that's insane.
Like that's so much money. And then people died. Like it's just like really, dude. Like it wasn't even like the boat wasn't even going towards the bridge, and then you see like all the lights on the bridge like turn off, and then it kind of just like.
I'm shook. Like the $1 trillion is like what my brain can't wrap my head around.
$1 trillion.
It's not even real. Like $1 trillion isn't even real. That's like made up. That's like, it's so made up and so dumb. Like,
and then you have regular people like us, they're just like $1 trillion. Like,
why is a country that is like trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars in debt hounding me for my piddly little like?
For I was like, let me live. Like I ain't bothering nobody.
I'm bothering not one person. If anything, I want to be left alone. So it's like, what?
Like, we all just want to be left alone.
What are we doing? Thinking about where the world is gonna be like in 5 years.
Like once I live this life I'm on Earth right now, like I don't want to come back to Earth. Like I feel like this is really my last time on Earth, so like I just have to make it like a good, like just keep following my dreams, like keep like being the best version of myself and keep evolving, because like I don't want to come back. Like I don't.
I know me either.
I'm like, I'm like,
Oh
there's
my gosh.
way better places than Earth.
You know what's funny is like, okay, so they say that your human experience starts before you even are born. So like the pregnancy that your grandmother had with your mom, the pregnancy that your mom had with you, and your childbirth. Like your childbirth kind of sets the stage of like what your life is going to be like. Well, I asked my mom, I was like, what was my childbirth like? And she said that I didn't want to come out. Like she had to have an emergency C-section because I didn't want to come out.
That's scary.
I think my soul was like, let's do this shit, let's pay off this karma, we got this, yes, let's go. And then was like, no, just kidding.
Just kidding. Never mind.
I like already signed on the dotted line, and my spirit guides are like, go. And I was like, fuck, no, we ain't doing it. So I was fucking forced to be here.
Dude, I feel it. Like I'm happy and obviously and all that, but sometimes I'm just like looking around at the stars. Like,
tell me why I feel way more at home, like just looking at the sky. I know. But then there's people that like think about the ocean and think like I should be in there. Because the ocean is also infinity, but it goes like in, you know?
See, that's something I don't wish I was in the ocean.
Hell no.
Like, fuck that. Like, we don't even know what's down there. I don't even like putting my head underwater because of my lashes. when I go swimming in the pool, I don't even like to put my face
Can
under.
you not get your lashes wet?
Well, I can, but I'm just not trying to deal with it. And then I have to like dry them and like brush them.
I'm trying to get lashes again.
You should.
I know.
You should go to my girl. She does them so good. And they last through training. I know, I was like, after my tournament, I'm like, only a couple fell off like on the side. Still look good. So my dog, Seed, she's turning 3 in 3 days. So she's like my first baby. I'm like, oh.
She is your first baby.
She's an Aries, just like me.
What are you gonna do for your birthday?
Probably nothing, honestly.
That sounds boring.
Yeah.
Hello.
I never really do anything.
Poppy.
Dude, this dog is gonna piss me off. I need to be a stoic, bro. Like, what the fuck?
I was thinking about that this morning. I was like, how do I be a stoic when I so badly want to just like scream and yell and be mean?
I don't know. Sometimes you need to let that energy out, though. I feel like for me, like I get to let out a lot of my mean energy in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes I feel bad though after I take it out on my partners, but at the same time, it's grappling, so it's just like I'm allowed to do that.
I know, it's so weird. I feel like I was at this point where I was like, I'm in my healing girl era. Like, I just don't want to hurt people. Like, I just wanted to focus on like yoga and lifting, but
until people hurt you, then you're like, fuck you. What the fuck? Okay, so let me ask you a question. What do you think is the hardest addiction to quit?
As far as for me, I would say is sugar. Like I quit smoking cigarettes cold turkey after smoking for literally 14 years straight.
Oh my god, I forgot. Like you and Ashley used to smoke too, and like even my mom. Like dang, that's wild.
I struggle sometimes with alcohol too, and even that, it's like it's more like the sugar. Like I love a fucking margarita. Like I want just like a sugary cocktail. Like I think like at the end of the day, the base to all of my addictions is sugar and like food, and it's so harmless, but so addicting. It's so weird.
For me, it's caffeine. Like I love drinking my coffee every day. Like I give up sugar for like when I'm in camp, or like alcohol like when I'm in camp. Like it's, once you like don't have it for like a while, it kind of just becomes like whatever. But for me, like coffee.
Do you like it though because it's like part of your ritual and it's almost like an automatic behavior?
I'm addicted, maybe. I don't know. I'm addicted. Even weed, like I can go days without smoking weed. Like I do like to smoke a little bit, like before training at night. Like tonight, if I go train in the gi, I'll take a couple puffs off the joint maybe because I think it's fun. And sometimes I feel like getting high helps me enhance. Like it doesn't make me worse at jiu-jitsu. Sometimes it makes me better. Like I have these mental breakthroughs. It's weird, but I like
your connection with your body is which sounds weird, but like I can feel things in my body more when I'm high. In class, it was fun to like drill sober, and then after class we would like go out to Patricia's car and like share a joint, and then sometimes we'd come back in and like flow roll, and like it is fun. It's almost like it opens up a different layer of mind-body connection, which doesn't make sense.
No, it makes sense if you train.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's just fun to like get high and roll. So I like that. Or at night, like if it's been a long day or whatever, like I feel like at night, like I can take a couple like hits off the joint and like be fine.
So it also helps me like process emotions. Every morning I've been like waking up and like just a couple hits and like meditating and journaling and sitting and feeling and thinking and like really trying to understand, because again, like weed helps me connect.
Yeah. No, it kind of takes off that barrier too, and like makes you like more creative. Or like sometimes if I'm in like a bad, or if I get anxiety, if I'm in a bad mood and I smoke, my mood will change. So I just feel like it's knowing like when to use it and when not to use it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I used to just use it like all day long. Like
I used to use it as a crutch too, and now I feel like I'm using it as a tool, and it's just more purposeful, and there's more intention behind it, and there's more control. Like it's not just a like mindless let me escape and like not pay attention to what I'm supposed to do. It's like, okay, wait, no, my anxiety is so high, like let me just calm that down a little bit.
Or I love getting high and cleaning the house.
Oh, there's
when nobody's
nothing
here.
better. I love it.
I love cleaning the house when I'm high and when nobody's at the house.
Music's so loud, random dance parties.
Right. Or just listening to whatever podcast I want to
that.
fucking listen to. Like,
did you know that twerking is really good for you and your soul?
Really?
Yeah.
I believe
like
it.
shaking in general. We were doing this move in yoga the other day. I was like, oh gosh, and I wore like the shorter shorts I had, but like you had to like get in like down dog, and then you kind of go back on like your toes, and then you like shake like the whole like all that energy off your back, and I was like, oh, this is embarrassing, but like also kind of fun. But yeah.
Do you want to talk about the eclipse this week?
So what happened was the lunar eclipse opened it. We are now in a portal of transformation. Mercury is also in retrograde right now. And then, so there's just a lot going on as far as like the energy goes, but the basis of it is like transformation, growth, and like breaking out of toxic cycles, because at the end of the year, Pluto is going to go back into Capricorn one more time and kind of shake up whatever this is. So right now we're giving the opportunity to figure out where our soul needs to go for growth. Everyone's seeing it. It's not just you and me in our personal worlds, but it's like humanity as a whole. Like whatever is going on right now, like I'm telling you, and I've been telling people, like it's big and expansive and great. Then the solar eclipse that happens on the 8th, that closes it out. There's a lot of like karmic ties either starting or ending, because with endings and transformation comes like new beginnings, and it's just like we are in the transitional period of going from old to new to old, depending on what that looks like for you. It's pretty crazy, and it could be a little bit painful in some areas, but at the end of the day it should be feeling very empowering. And then on 420 Jupiter does something, I think, with Uranus. And like after all of this, after we learn all of this, we're gonna like instantly like what's the word, like pop on the other side. Like that's another portal day where it's like, okay, are you ready? We're preparing, shaking shit loose. Like this has been happening since last October. Like all of this like energy has been like building up, and it's time now.
What's something like that we should do, like journal or like meditate or do it all?
I would say find a practice that feels good to you, that helps you connect to the universe, or that helps you communicate, whether it's through meditation, whether it's through journaling, whether it's through like walking, whether it's through reading tarot, whether it's through like just find your way to talk to the universe if you don't know what that is, I always recommend grabbing a journal and writing down that you're open to starting communication with the universe, because the universe can't communicate with you if you don't ask it to, if you're not open to it. And writing it down puts it out there. Like sometimes if I can't meditate, if I can't get there, like I'll just start talking out loud to the universe. Like it's just important to find that kind of communication and work on it, and then you'll be able to see the signs, you'll be able to see the synchronicities. Like it's more meaningful than what we think. I'm so excited.
I'm excited.
I know.
Is that good though for today?
I think it's good for today.
Yes.
Adios.
Perfect.